Alright, today we're going to take a look at the 6502 badge kit that was originally put together for the Vintage Computer Festival in 2017. This kit's put together by Lee Hart, Daryl Richter, and Josh Bensadon. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Tearing right into this thing. I mean, you can't go wrong with the old school Ziploc bag packaging, which is very period appropriate for electronic kits. Comes with instructions, bill of materials, schematics, and all of that. A very nice and a pretty insanely densely laid out little board. They cram a lot of stuff into here. This will end up being a complete 6502 mini computer with a serial terminal, I/O, and a display, which is pretty amazing for something, you know, less than the size of a beer mat. So, also in the kit we have, you know, your average selection of, your usual selection of little bits. But the high points here are the Rockwell 6502 CPU, as well as a EEPROM. I assume it's an EEPROM. It has a sticker over it, so I'm assuming it's the old school UV erasable type. And that contains the monitor ROM for this guy, as well as the BASIC, which I'm looking forward to playing with. We also have this really clever little display. It's a 7-segment display with 7 digits and 4 color LEDs. The kit comes with one socket that you can use for the EEPROM, which makes sense because you'd want to be able to easily swap that out. But me being me, I decided to pick up some more sockets. I got these from XS Solutions down in San Jose. And the reason behind this is just, one, to me it feels a little more period appropriate and also a little more repairable to have your what at the time would have been really expensive chips socketable. It also gives you the chance to replace them if necessary, so there's a little repairability angle. I'm also planning on putting in a socket for the display itself so that I could potentially build up a different group of LEDs. I was curious if maybe you could get an LED matrix type thing going for a little display. And yeah, so these were just found in the bin for, you know, cents a piece at XS Solutions, and they're they're really nice. I don't know if you can see them through the tube. I'll pop them open here. They're the nice machined pin varieties, which I like a little better than the flat-legged ones. They feel a little more sturdy. This is the 40-pin one for the CPU. You know, and it's blue for some reason. And you know, assuming I can count, this will fit. Yeah, so that fits, you know, pretty nicely on the board. We won't start with that, but it fits well. So yeah, I'll be building the kit up in time-lapse so we can speed through all of that. Gonna start out with a little IPA and give the PCB a nice little rinse, because I brought this with me to the surplus store to get parts, and you know, rubbed my dirty fingers all over it. So all right, gonna hope the camera works, and let's get going. Got my parts laid out here relatively close. You know, not exactly knolled, but close enough that I shouldn't be able to lose them. I've given my board a nice little scrub with a little IPA to get all my finger junk off of it. And yeah, now we're going to get started with the assembly list. I do need to get one of those little lead former devices. I could probably make a cleaner job out of bending the leads correctly. As it is, I just tend to eyeball it and use my pliers as a guide. Bend the first leg, see how far off I am, and bend the second leg. D3, and I'm going to stuff a fair number of the small parts here. I'm going to try something I haven't done before, which is trimming the leads before I solder. Normally I cut them off after I solder, but I saw actually an old NASA soldering instructional video that suggested you should do it in the other order. So I'm going to try doing that. Might make things a little neater. Well, it still seems to hold on pretty well in preparation for soldering, so that's good. C2 marked 104. Where is C2? I'm gonna go check upstairs where I originally unpacked this and see if there's a C2 laying around. Aha! The elusive C2, located in my bed chambers, where I originally opened the package. That's what she said. Anyway. Yeah, that's kinked a little bit. That sucks. Yeah, so what happened was I let one of the chips get a little raised up, and fortunately, now that I have soldered in a few of the legs, it won't push back down. So we'll just hit it with a little solder wick. Alright, take 3. Presumably the desoldering vacuum is up to temp. It's been sitting here for like an hour, hopefully it is. And the sound in the background, if you're actually watching this and not the accelerated version, is the new EEV blog video, so, you know, hopefully I won't get knocked in the face for that. Alright, let's see if we can get this here latch out.
Impact of that with a network analyzer like this one here.
Yeah, it's got to be the cases touching.
This is an ENA, it's low
Yeah,
frequency
that's what it is. The edge of the cases are touching. That's fine.
To get it, and
Alright.
it's a key part of your business.
Alright, checking this over again. RAM jumper S to T. S for 2K, it's an S. RAM jumper WX, W for 2K. Got it. EEPROM jumper U to V, U for 32K. Got it. RAM jumper Y to Z, or Y to Z. Z for 2 or 16K, Y for 32K RAM. Got it. And no jumper R because this is not a Rockwell CPU. Or is it? Yeah, this is a Rockwell CPU. There's an R right on it. Need one more jumper. think we are built. Not populated, of course. In she goes. So this looks done. Is it going to work? Let's find out. Oh, it has an on-off switch. Okay, on. Okay, yeah, it still doesn't work. Nothing's warm. That's a good sign, at least. Hey, sort of light. Hey, look at that. 6502 badge for VCF. How about that, huh? Worked on the third try. That's pretty great. I'm pretty happy about that. That's really freaking cool. It actually works. And now with a little bit of fiddling, mostly due to a dodgy USB to TTL serial adapter, I now have the badge rigged up via the Polulu. I think this is the SI Labs serial TTL serial adapter. I'm not quite sure. I will check that and put that in the description. But I now have that rigged up to provide serial comms and power. And if I hook up the power jumper, you can see now that my terminal's blank. And if I plug it in, yeah, we now have the monitor prompt. So if I ask for help, I get help. If I cold start basic with the @ sign, that cranks up memory size, press enter, auto detect. Oof, 1101 bytes free. Enhanced basic. So if I do a little bit of 10 print 6502 is awesome. Can I type? Probably not. Let's make that a little more interesting, shall we? 10 print 6502 is awesome. Semicolon. Let's see if it supports that. 20 go to 10 run. Yay! 6502 is indeed awesome. And since all the TTL handling is happening in software, serial handling is happening in software, yeah, it doesn't have any time to display its message, so it just kind of angrily blinks while it's printing stuff out. That is pretty cool. This is a great kit. I recommend it highly. This is an entire 6502 computer on a little, bar mat sized PCB. It's pretty straightforward to build, all through hole, very easy to put together. Mine was less than an hour if you subtract the screwing up and having to desolder one of the latches. So yeah, recommend this highly. I'll put a link so you can go and purchase one of these in the description. And great job to the makers of the kit and the software. Works really well. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. And yeah, I guess that's it for this video. The 6502 is awesome. And goodbye.